Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your October 2021 monthly reading. Capricorn, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single one of you, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel, Forest for the Trees. I appreciate your time, your presence, your energy. If you are returning, thank you so much for your trust, your support, your likes, shares, and subscribes, your comments. I appreciate all the things, all of you all. Thank you again so very much. Anything you need, Capricorn, is in the description below. If you would like to know what decks of cards I'm using, if you would like a personal private reading with me, if you'd like to know more about astrology, there's a link to astro.com. My website's listed below, so you all just help yourselves, okay? And we are going to start off, Capricorn, with the energies of the moon cycles. And there's plenty of cycles. It's just these two that I will focus on. You can look them up online. You can look up more information on them. I'm just giving you a little bit of heads up. This could be going on this month. So, you know, I'm not an expert in astrology by no means. We have the new moon in Libra. And it says a romantic cycle begins on this card. And I look at it like, this is a body, this is a person, and this is somebody looking in the mirror. So it could be you need, Capricorn, to start a new, maybe romantic cycle with yourself. Maybe you need to do some self-love, self-care, something like that in that energy for you for this month. You know, maybe look in the mirror, maybe see that shadow side, maybe go a little deeper and really show yourself some love and show yourself some self-care. Then we have two coming into this month in October. It's a Halloween. It's my favorite month. And happy birthday to Virgos, and happy birthday to, I'm sorry, not Virgos. Happy birthday to Libras, and happy birthday to Scorpios that are coming into this energy. I may have said Virgo on my last video. Oh well, hopefully I'll have to go back and see. All right, so we have, if you are building or negotiating something, or if you are having to talk to somebody, or again, negotiation keeps coming to mind. Don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise your position. Don't compromise your morals, your ethics. Stay true to you. If anything, bring in your balance, bring in your harmony, bring in your center, you know, bring people together, bring people into center. I keep seeing these two colors, the silver and the gold, silver and the gold. It's like bring it in balance. You all can work together, bring it in balance. You have this beautiful card in, we have a new full moon in Aries on the 20th of the month, and this is October 6th. I don't know if I mentioned that. On the 20th of the month, we have full moon in Aries, and this card says a fiery climax approaches. And Aries is about war. It's about, you know, sometimes getting their own way, getting their own thing. Can be that they're usually always right. We have that issue with Aries, but they usually are always right. So, but if there's something where you are feeling uncertain about a situation, Capricorn, if there's decisions you have to make this month, Capricorn, if you feel like you are being pushed into something that you're not ready to make a decision yet on, then by all means, stand your ground, slow it down, be in control. You're holding the reins. Bring it to, you know, work at your comfort, work at your own pace. Don't be forced. Don't let somebody force you into something you're not ready to make a decision on or move forward on or something like that. Work at your own pace, okay? Yeah, and that is, again, the full hunter's moon in Aries. So that is what I'm picking up on. Again, you can look them all up online. There's so much more, many more experienced readers or astrologers out there. I don't claim to be one ever. I just kind of do my research on the moons and go from there and try to condense it so I'm not here all day talking about that energy. All right, move this out of the way. All right, we are going to pull an overall energy for the month for you. This is for Capricorn. Kind of set the precedent for the reading in a sense. Get the shuffles. It's 2 and 3. Capricorn. What energies does Capricorn harness this month? Pleasure. Woo, Capricorn. Go you. Go you. Beautiful energy. And that moon, it's past the full moon stage. So this could be coming in after October, coming into November, just because of the moon. That's beautiful, though. All that energy around you. Let's see what we have in the book. Let's see. Pleasure. Again, I liken it to make time for you. Do something fun. You know, don't take things too seriously that you don't have to take too seriously. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. This says, are you taking life too intense? Are you taking life too intensively or too seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasure of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what would make you happy. Schedule in activities you find pleasurable. So you can still do the things, but also take care of you. You know, let go of what doesn't serve you, right? Let go of what is not pleasurable. I mean, some things, like you could say, oh, my job's not pleasurable, I'm going to quit. I don't mean it that way, you know. You do your job, but give yourself some type of reward for it, possibly. All right, Capricorn. First row is going to be your energy now, and then we'll work forward from there. So Capricorn needs to know about October 2021, please. Nope, way too many cards. Capricorn need to know about October 2021. The Tower. Well, that's good to have it in that, yeah, moving out of an energy. Look at that. And you're manifesting beautiful energies. And I just dropped a card. Oy. Hey, at least it's only one. All right. Interesting. The Tower, the Six of Wands energy, and the Magician. Beautiful energy of manifesting. You know, having something go, having something, oh, that's a Magician. What are you? Oh, the Hierophant. Okay. I don't work with this deck much. And the colors are a little bit similar on certain cards. And one more, please. Bottom of the deck, we have the beautiful Ace of Cups energy. This could be getting a new emotional charge over something, knowing that you're truly blessed, knowing all the, I keep hearing knowing all the colors of a rainbow. I don't know why. Knowing that, you know, on the darkest days that this too shall pass and the sun will come out again, right? But the Ace of Cups is all about overflowing abundance. It's all about having that, being blessed. You know, emotionally blessed, having the, again, it could be a new love coming in, but I see it more as knowing that it's almost like you saved up for a rainy day. Sorry about that. In that kind of feeling, knowing that you're going to be taken care of, even if there's storms and skies and all that are there. You know that you've got yourself, you know, you're taken care of. All right. And then we have pleasure. So maybe you are saving for a rainy day. Maybe you are saving for a vacation or a trip or something like that. We have the Tower. The Tower is usually a card of breaking down of a system, breaking down of usually some type of major life change. It could be like a loss of a job. It could be a loss of a house. It could be a loss of a apartment, or a big shift in something. Something needs to go. Something needs to break away. Something needs to change. Something needs to alter in order for you to move forward. Sometimes we stay in a job, or we stay in a situation, or we stay in a partnership way longer than we need to. This card is almost like you don't know what's up and what's down. You don't know what's sideways and what's right. Everything's kind of jumbled and mumbled, and just you don't have your bearings right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling. You don't have your bearings right now. You could be coming out of some energy of being blindsided, or having the rug pulled out from under you, or feeling, again, that you don't know which end's up. You don't know which way is up. You don't know which way you should go. You don't know which is the best, which way do I go, up or down, all around. You just don't know. Your world's turned upside down right now, or you're coming out of that energy. You don't know, again, you don't know the top from the bottom. But you have movement forward. So, the Tower it can be a very destructive energy, right? It can be a very destructive energy, but it's almost like a needed energy. It's a card of Scorpio or Aries. It's a needed energy. It's something that needed to happen. And if you weren't going to manifest it, if you didn't manifest it, the universe did, to move you forward. And that's exactly what happened, because you have the Ace of Swords energy. So you have where you had to put thought into something. You had to get out of a situation. You had to get out. You had to move. It could be a physical move, or it could just be where you had to get out of that mindset and move out of some negative mindset, which could be the Tower. The Tower could be where, again, what you thought was something wasn't. Somebody could have been playing mind games with you, but you got your wits about you. You're ready to, move out of that. And I love that fallish card. Any countries that are do the, the fall, the leaves change, and all that, then moving out of rough waters into still waters. It could be, again, a physical move, or it could be in your mind, where you're getting a better grip on a situation. Then you have the Hierophant, and this is creating. This is seeking knowledge. It could be an outside source that you're getting to help you. It could be something to do with spirituality. It could be some path of your spirituality that you are embarking on. It could be a move to do something more spiritual, like if you're a reader or if you're a medium or something like that. That could be this call to action. It could be where something had to happen in order to wake you up and see your potential, or see what and who you really are, possibly. Or this could be, again, seeking spiritual guidance, seeking spiritual mentorship, seeking, your priest, your rabbi, your anybody that is in that spiritual area for guidance, and maybe seeing which way to go. Where's your next step coming from? We have, it's card of Taurus is the Hierophant. Again, we have this pleasure. So remember, this doesn't sound like very pleasurable. Then we have the Hermit. We have the Seven of Wands, I believe. And we have the Four of Swords. So you have two cards that are basically about rest. You have two cards that are basically about going within, seeking your own light. That could be, again, where this Hierophant comes in, this spiritual knowledge, this person to help you gain wisdom, to help you move forward, see where you're going, see where you're headed, see why this had to happen. Finding your own light within, so you can guide others. Sitting with something in silence, in solitude. I feel like, and I don't mean this flip, it's like not making a big deal out of it. It's like the less that know, the better, is how I feel. And I don't mean it's not, a big deal for you, but it's like not making a big deal. It's all, you don't tell people. You could be suffering in silence, or you could be going through this transition in silence. It's not something you want known for the world to know. Because then you have that Four Swords energy that flanks it. And it is about, it's about rest. It's about making sure you get enough rest. It's about, again, maybe taking that break, taking some pleasure, seeing what is going to make your soul soar. S-O-A-R, not S-O-R-E. See what makes that soul soar. Let it go. Lighten up. Don't take it too seriously. seeing how this benefits you, seeing how you can make this work for you, seeing how you can make this a lesson to others, or for others, so you could maybe share with others one day. And again, resting, having that repose, having that, putting those thoughts aside, doing something you want to do for you. You know, this can be a card of meditation, but I also look at it as a card of making sure that you're taking care of you. Kind of goes back to both of these cards. You have the Seven of Wands, and this is usually a card of in this deck, I see it more as like clearing a path, getting ready to move forward, maybe making, getting ready to make your decision, getting ready to make your thoughts known, what you're passionate about, where you're moving to, what you're moving toward. Again, clearing that path. But really, really thinking about it, because you have the Hermit where you're going inward, and then you have that Four of Swords energy. So it's almost like when I can get past this, then I can maybe go on vacation, or I can take some fun time for me where I can put my thoughts aside and move forward. You have the Magician, and it's a card of manifesting. It's a card of knowing or figuring out where you want to go and what you want to do. It's also a card of knowing that everything you have is within you. I think you may have come to that conclusion. You know, you have enough love, you have enough passion, you have enough money, you have enough communicative skills, you have enough thoughts, you know how to take action. You don't have to really rely on other people for it. You can consult other people, but you don't have to take their word for it, or you don't have to take their suggestions, right? You're your own person. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions up. And it's figuring out really for you who you are, what you want, where you want to go. And it doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be forever. It just has to be for now. It's a getting out of a situation that was probably a bad situation to begin with, moving forward out of it, maybe seeking help, going within, clearing a path, seeing where you want to go with it, taking a repose, taking time for you, seeking that pleasure. Again, knowing you have it all in you, knowing you have it all. It's kind of like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Then we have the Six of Cups. So this card is about I'm going to read out of the book on this because it's a little different in this deck. Normally the Six of Cups can be a card of possibly somebody coming back from the past. It can be a card of nostalgia. But again, every deck is different, and I don't work with this deck very often. So I'm not seeing, what I'm seeing is she's carrying a tray. She can spill it, trying to keep things in balance. Rushing forward, rushing into something. Maybe not taking the time that she needs to take over a situation. Cups are about your emotions. They can also be about your psychicness or your intuitiveness. Let's see, what are we? Cups. Yes, it says it's about balance, is precarious, and the tendency to live in the past, accumulating memories, and nostalgia could bring us to accumulate uncertainties. So, yeah, I guess hurrying forward, not really going forward in a hurry, not really thinking about where you're headed. It says carefully analyze the reasons for your current situation and use the energy at your disposal to organize your future rather than letting it shrivel and stagnate. So you are moving forward. I don't think you're letting it shrivel and stagnate. I just think, especially with these two cards together, that you might second guess a situation. You might second guess your move. You might second guess, because the Eight of Swords is all about your thoughts, letting your thoughts get the better of you. You know, maybe not thinking those good thoughts. Maybe letting yourself go in a deep, dark place sometimes. You know, this is, you have growth in this card. And I don't know whether or not you're seeing it because you're moving too fast. This card to me is just telling you maybe not to get too hasty. Really think your decisions through before you make them. All right, I don't read reversals in this deck, and I just dropped a whole bunch of them, so I'm sure that some of these are going to be upside down. I'm going to get a clarifier on the Eight of Swords energy. What does Capricorn need to know about the Eight of Swords energy? Nope. What does Capricorn need to know about the Eight of Swords energy? Nope. 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 Oh, all right. We'll take those two. We will take those two because they came out. Okay. Goodness gracious. I'll deal with these later. We have self and we have water. So again, you have that cups energy. You have that intuitiveness. You have going with the flow. You have that, you know, careful. It's almost like you have a great abundance, but careful that you don't overindulge or you don't let it all spill out, because then you won't have anything left. You know, your water is your emotions. It can be love, relationships, romance, your happiness, your psychic abilities, your intuition, your spiritual connection, spiritual guidance. Really going within and listening goes really well with the Hermit card. But it also says self, and I see the heart. Keeping your heart open, and don't be guided just by your heart. Don't let your emotions guide you solely. Don't make decisions just solely on your emotions. Think about things, but don't overthink them, because a lot of times that Eight of Swords energy, you feel trapped, you feel you don't know which way to go. So maybe with these two cards coming out, because it was a clarifier for the Eight of Swords. So, you know, really think about the situation, but don't overthink it. Let in that heart energy also. Don't just use your head, use your heart. Let that energy guide you. Trust in your gut instincts. Trust in your psychic ability. Trust in your intuition. Let that guide you forward also. So that's a possibility with that. You know, head and heart have to come together. You have to have that balance. Clearing the path, you know, clearing the path. Moving forward. You're moving out of a situation. Really taking the time. We have rebirth, and we have it in reverse. This says, there is death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It is mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Wow. Rebirth. I'll leave it upright, but it is reversed, and that is how I will read it out of the book. And that is card 31. Keywords are awakening and resurrection. So we have the rebirth is when rebirth is in reverse, it is a reminder that transformation is neither painless nor easy. It's what we talked about, the Tower card. One must die before a resurrection can occur. One must leave behind their former self as a sacrifice for something better, more divine. This card reminds you that you have to be willing to change who you are if your goal is to improve the life you have. Challenges are a part of growth that cannot be avoided. It is a necessary transition that serves not only your highest good, but all of the collective. Again, bringing that heart and head in balance. All right, I don't have a spooky animal deck, so I'm going to use my messenger cards. I always like the messages on these. All right. Here we go. That looks maybe like a raven, and it says owning your power. I love it. Owning your power. Owning your power. Ready for change? You're utilizing, you're doing it, right? You're owning it. You just might not feel like it right now. Owning your power. Let's see. It is Raven. This says, the time has come to stand fully in your power as the being of light that you are, Capricorn. The days of allowing ourselves to be distracted from our truth are ending. Giving energy to anything that is not our truth feeds only addictions to disappointments and drama. And we not only disconnect ourselves from source energy, but we dismiss the collective unifying force of one. Call upon source for the support, strength, and personal willpower to step into the place of truth for you. And that can be, again, source energy, that spiritual energy that we talked about earlier. Celebrate who you are and the unique energy that you bring to this world. Your individual essence is a vital piece of the whole that is necessary for healing of the planet. Owning our power allows us to look at our past differences of gender, race, age, and social separation, to see each other as beings of grace, and to connect with each other as soul to soul. Again, that spiritual awakening, maybe coming into your own psychic development, psychic powers, psychic mediumship, or reader, or willing to change, willing to go forward, willing to embrace who you are. But again, remember, don't take it too seriously. If there's a glitch if there's a hiccup in the road, know this too shall pass. Deal with it, but don't let it consume you. Don't let it consume you. Don't overthink things. You know, a lot of times that Seven of Wands energy, the time to act is now. Yes, you can think about it. Yes, you can consult about it. Can consult someone about it, but don't sit on it. Act on it. Move forward. You need to move out of that energy. You need to take time for yourself. All right. Woo, Capricorn, please let me know how this resonates with you. I'm very interested, and good luck to you this month. If you know any other Capricorns this resonates with or sounds like, please feel free to share. And it just tells me that whatever you're going through, you will be able to help others with this. All right. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of others. Please stay safe and healthy. And until next time, I will see you. Goodbye for now.